The Super Mario Brothers movie, of course, is the talk of everyone right now. All of the nostalgia about the Mario franchise and all of the great games over the course of history, and certainly I'm a big Mario fan as well. But what about the life of Mario on the personal computer? Today I want to take a trip back and look at some early PC games for the Mario franchise, some that weren't even developed directly by Nintendo. We're going to take a look at Mario is Missing and Mario Teaches Typing right here on Vintage Geek. Just a quick reminder, if you like vintage technology, computers, and other topics like that, be sure to like and subscribe. It's going to help us a lot as we grow the channel. Back in the early 1990s, Nintendo was very interested in tapping into the educational market, as there was a lot of manufacturers getting into that sector and putting out a lot of great titles for schools and for kids at home. In order to do this, they contracted with a company called Radical Entertainment to make a game called Mario is Missing. In 1993, the Software Toolworks company actually released the game for the PC, and we have a copy of that here in the Vintage Geek Museum. I've never played this game. I played some of the early Mario games for the computer when I was a kid, but this one I have never played, so I'm very curious about it. A couple of interesting facts here. One is that this is technically the first game that stars Luigi in the main role. The basic premise of the game, as I understand it, is that Mario has gone missing. It's Luigi's job to find him by kind of going all over the world and discovering different things. So this was the predecessor to the Luigi's Mansion franchise that came to the GameCube later and some of the other systems, so it's kind of interesting to see Luigi at work. Also, the development of this game did not involve the normal players of Nintendo. A lot of the graphics don't look quite the same as they did on their console counterparts, but they did come out with this game later for the Super Nintendo. It was actually a year or two after the PC release, and as I understand it, the Super Nintendo version has some different graphics that correlate more with Super Mario World. So it's going to be interesting to play this game, see what it's all about. We've got our Tandy 4825SX ready to go here. It's a 486 class machine with 4 megs of RAM. Should be ample capacity to run the game, and I've already installed it on the hard drive. It will not run from the floppy disks. So we're going to give this a try and see if we can find Mario, and Mario is missing. Wahoo! So the setup of this game so far is that Mario and Luigi are trudging across the Arctic tundra in the South Pole. They get to Bowser's castle, Mario goes inside, he's fed some kind of a weird treat and then captured in a net. And now Luigi has gone inside to see if he can find Mario again. We're supposed to select one of these doors to figure out where Luigi is going to go first. Unfortunately, the sound card in the Tandy system is not supported by the Mario is Missing game, so we have the PC speaker, but we really have to turn it off because it is so loud that you can't hear yourself thinking when you're playing the game. So we went ahead and turned off the sound for now, but we're going to get into some gameplay here and see where we can go. Now, as far as the doors go, I guess you can choose any of them here. I'm just going to choose the middle door. Go with the safe bet. Interesting. Pipe is coming down to take Luigi away. It's a little bit different mechanic. Oh, and now we're just going to randomly appear on a street. Now we've got some icons down here at the bottom. Looks like there's one for a globe, telephone, computer terminal, and I know this one already. This is our game settings menu. You've got different save games and of course the age selection, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to leave this at age 10 because I'm not feeling particularly smart today. All right, so we're on the street. We've got a little map view in the bottom left. We also have a car icon that says ×3, so I don't know if that means that you can actually summon a vehicle or something. Now, here's some kind of a picture phone. Thanks for coming, big guy. Mayor McChan here. The town is upside down. All our biggest attractions are closed because what was once worth looking at is lost. Can you help us? I don't know. I mean, probably have to look at the paper first. Oh no, Koopas terrorized the city. A rash of Koopa robberies has taken the city by storm. The main monk at the Temple of Heaven says he saw a lime green turtle with a giant shell on a turbo-powered skateboard make off with the Hall of Good Harvest. Oh, now we've got some pictures, light fingers on the loose. We got a reward and a bonus for these. So we got 4 different Koopas that have been spotted. All right, let's see where Luigi can go here. What do we have here? Yeah, it looks like a taxi cab. I picked one up. That means I can travel anywhere on the map, according to the book. So this eye on the map is supposed to be a point of interest. So I think I need to go there first. I've got these taxi cab coupons, so I should be able to go directly there if I click on it. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, there's a Koopa. Look at him, he's hauling a sack of stuff. What's going on here? I love it. It's a nice full view map. Look at the different continents. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, once you figure out where you are on the map as far as a city, then you can actually navigate to other cities. Small small picture of the stolen item appears in the artifacts box. Oh, I see. So it just makes an image of it, and that's what we're seeing here. The Forbidden City is closed due to theft. For information, call 8611. It says take one. This is all the information on the Forbidden City, which had been renamed the Palace Museum. So that did give us some information about where we are. I don't know how many artifacts there are in a given city, but we can roam around a little bit more. Maybe take a look at the map. Getting in the taxi cab again. I love how the eyes are just moving around in the rearview mirror. It's very funny. Weren't we already here? Closed due to theft. Oh, now we're getting more information on the square. I could see where this would be a cool educational tool for kids, learning about all these different locations. Reminds me a little of Carmen Sandiego. 8614. Let's try calling that. How can I help you? Why is Tiananmen Square closed today? Like the sign says, bud, the monument to the people's heroes was stolen and we can't reopen until it gets returned. Let's see if we can find something else here. Temple of Heaven is closed due to theft. I've got another info sheet on this. Got to find more of these Koopas though so we can get our artifacts back. Okay, so we got a couple of different artifacts here it looks like. Oh, it says when you use the map, you can click a beacon in the inventory and the matching Koopa appears on the city map as a shell. Aha, look at this guy just flying around. There he goes. I love the fact that we're not concerned about actually catching the Koopas. We just have to get the actual artifacts. They're just roaming around free. All right, so we got 3 artifacts now. We haven't been to this info site yet. I'm almost out of taxi coupons though. The Great Wall of China, closed due to theft. One of the world's 7 great wonders. Let's see if we can find that other Koopa. Whoa, what's going on here? So I guess you can't get past him yet. This must be the exit of this particular area. So I'm guessing that I need to get the rest of the artifacts before we can do that. I like that you can jump around by using the compass. You don't have to actually walk the whole time. I'm gonna start moving south. Oh. What are you doing, sir? Let's ask him where the nearest Koopa is. I saw a Koopa north of here. I guess I'll just keep going north. Maybe I'll run into him. Let's ask him where the nearest Koopa is. I saw a Koopa northwest of here. There's a kid jogging around. What are you doing? Northeast. Okay. I guess the kid's following me now. Ah, there he is, trying to sneak away. Oh, that's a pretty cool helicopter he's got there, though. It's impressive. These look like rocks that are probably from the Great Wall of China, I'm guessing. So basically, all these artifacts are the stolen items. So how do we get them back to where they're supposed to go? To return an artifact to its landmark, use the map to find the correct information booth. Then you use the phone to call the curator and say that you want to return it. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. Yeah, okay. But you'll have to prove your goods are authentic by answering a few questions. Amazingly, the Great Hall was built without nails. Remember that. What did the emperor do here one night a year? Fasted and prayed. All right, the Hall of Good Harvest. We've been looking all over town. The mayor has authorized me to present you with this $1,610 reward. Thank you and good luck finding Mario. Well, I'm glad we got the cash. I'm not sure how that's going to help us get Mario back, but you know, cool. So now I should be able to go to the other ones. And this is open now, so we can take a picture. Awesome. Well, now I feel like I've accomplished something. All right, so this is Tiananmen Square. We've got Monument to the People's Heroes. It's going to ask us a few questions. The monument is in the shape of, was it an obelisk? The words of which leader are inscribed at the monument's base? It's got to be Mao Zedong. At last, the Monument to the People's Heroes. We've been looking all over this town. The mayor has authorized me to present you with this $2,100 reward. Thank you and good luck finding Mario. We're making some progress. Like north 3 times and then west. What is this? It's the Great Gate to the Emperor's House in Forbidden City, built by Young Li. So this is the Great Wall. It is said that over 300,000 men labored for 10 years to complete its 3,946 miles. We want to return a stone from the Great Wall. Let's ask these questions. About how many men did it take to build the wall? How long is the Great Wall? 3946. At last, a stone from the Great Wall. We've been looking all over town. The mayor has authorized me to present you with this $1,225 reward. Thank you and good luck finding Mario. These are weird dollar amounts. I'm not really sure where they're getting these from. It seems strange that this one is so much less of a reward than one of the others, but you know, what do I know? And this one should be the gate. I think we tried this one before. I'm gonna ask some questions. Who was forbidden from entering Forbidden City through the Heavenly Gateway? Everyone but the Emperor? Who built the Heavenly Gate? Young Li. Yes, thank goodness that kid was just roaming around giving us answers to questions. The Gate of Heavenly Peace. We've been looking all over town. Thank you and good luck finding Mario. Now, how do we get out of here? Oh, I didn't take the pictures. Mario! Luigi! At the other landmarks of Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square. Now we got a picture of all 4 landmarks, so that's great. So they don't really answer what you're supposed to do. I guess you just go to the map and find the next city. I wonder if we can go past that enemy now. After Luigi returns all artifacts to their landmarks, find the Pokey that guards the city portal, which we found here. Only after Yoshi eats the Pokey can Luigi return to Antarctica and lock that portal. All right, we got Luigi. Oh yeah, eat that Pokey. You don't even have to jump through the pipe. The pipe just covers you up. So yeah, we have officially locked one of the 5 portals. It's a pretty cool game. I could see where this would be really handy for kids to learn a lot about other countries. I like the cleverness of the dialogue. The animations are fun, and seeing, you know, Mario and Luigi in this format is kind of neat. You can definitely tell a difference in the art style, not having come from the Nintendo developers, and it would be kind of fun to see what this looks like on the Super Nintendo after they kind of had access to the standard graphics sets and so forth. Pretty solid game from Software Toolworks from 1993, and I'm glad we've got it here at the Vintage Geek Museum.
Abusing and confusing, everybody discovers they can't help but be hooked on the brothers.
Back in the early 90s, Brian Fargo was the lead developer for a company called Interplay that was in the video game business. Now, he was friends and acquaintances with someone named Les Crane, who was actually a talk show host on the radio, but also had developed the very popular program Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing. Brian recognized that Mario could be a great teacher for kids, so that's where we get Mario Teaches Typing, and we've got a copy of this to play. I'm trying to remember back from when I was a kid. I think I may have played this on a different system. I don't remember playing it on the PC. One of my issues personally with touch typing has always been that I tend to use the backspace key more than anything when I'm typing, which is probably going to mean that I'm going to do pretty poorly at this because I don't think it's going to recognize that in the sequence of just typing things perfectly, but we shall see. As I understand it, this was actually the first Nintendo game for Mario that was not on one of their hardware systems, like a Nintendo console. So kind of an interesting foray into history there, and I want to take a look and see what this looks like. Oh, we've got the familiar Mario intro. Everything looks great on the screen. The artwork and the graphics look really nice. So let's go ahead and create a new student, Vintage. Goal words per minute is 5, level outside, beginner, lesson, home row. I guess we can choose our characters, huh? We'll go with Mario. Hello, Vintage. Guess we'll start with lesson 1. Oh, cool. Looks like a platformer. So what are we doing here? Just hitting the letters? Pretty easy so far. It's only 2 keys. I'm still messing it up though. I don't know why this feels really frantic for something that's level 1. Didn't even see that that was a semicolon. Oh sweet, I get to go into a castle now. Yeah! Fireworks! You reached your goal, words per minute. You must now type 5 words per minute on the home plus top row lesson. 205 keys typed, 21 errors, 13 words per minute, 5 words per minute goal, 89% accuracy. Okay, let's just go straight to lesson 5. See what this looks like with more complexity. That's the report card. Now see, it's not even gonna let me jump ahead. It says I need more practice. Okay, can't go to underwater until I get a words per minute of 10, so I see how it is. Apparently the sound effects does not take off the keyboard sounds, which may be something that's kind of like almost an aid in using the software because it's giving you that feedback that you've actually hit a key. I don't love it. It looks like you can actually bail out early on these lessons. That's what I did on this last one. I got 92% accuracy, 11 words per minute, which is not very impressive, but I think I can probably jump to the next one at least now, so let's see if I can. One problem that I have is that when everything is scrolling past on the screen, the refresh rate on this monitor isn't great. So sometimes the letters are actually hard to make out. Not that I need any excuses, my performance is not super here, but it does make it a little bit more challenging. What was that and sign doing there? That was weird. Is it like a special extra character they're trying to get in there? So again, just a little bit before the 2-minute mark, about 95% accuracy. I'm up to 15 words per minute on that one. The challenge here is that with the scrolling, the side scrolling kind of mechanic there, it's a little bit hard with the refresh rate to sometimes see those letters as they're coming, but it does provide a nice challenging experience and certainly would help you gain a lot of speed when you're learning the different sections of the keyboard. So I could see the mode of operation there. Everything looks good in the game, certainly sounds good. Pretty cool game and a nice attempt off of the Nintendo hardware to use the Mario franchise and the characters. I'm glad we've got a copy of this and I had a chance to play this after all these years. I remember getting pretty frustrated with this as a kid when you get to the harder levels of the game and just trying to get past the words per minute goals. So I'll have to go back and see if I can beat those at some point or see if I end up pulling my hair out. One way or another, something's going to happen from it. So that's going to cover our Mario games today that are the non-standard Mario games that were on the PC. There's a couple more, obviously. Well, there's more than a couple more. These are just some of the early titles, but glad we got to cover this here on Vintage Geek. As always, if you're into vintage technology, discussions about old computers, video games, etc., please be sure to like and subscribe. It's going to help us a lot as we grow the channel. Also, if you want to get some cool merch like the shirt I'm wearing today or a coffee mug and other accessories, there's a link in the description to the merch store where you can find all of those goodies and more. Until next time, I'm Aaron, and this has been Vintage Geek.